What's up, niggas? Yo. What up? Hopefully, I'm in the dark. Y'all can't really see my face and shit, so now y'all can just really focus on the darkness, the void, and the blackness of space, basically. Hold on. My bad. Nigga getting text messages, nigga phone blowing up and shit. All this shit going on. But yeah, this is I wanted to make this little quick video because it's dealing with a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of different emotions that I'm going through personally. It's dealing with a lot of things that's going on as far as, you know what I'm saying, the world and all of that shit. As far as in the time of a spiritual war, that's an internal war that we all face and that we all go through, right? Sometimes, you know what I mean, you need to know when it's necessary for when you need to be in love, when love is necessary for you to apply that in a relationship with a significant other. But you also got to know when it's wartime, when you got to strap up, you got to armor up and get in your... Talking about the spiritual war that I'm talking about is an internal war that's going on within each and every one of us. You know what I'm saying? It's me representing the Christ, and there's everyone else that's representing what they are. You know what I'm saying? As far as the savior of your own story and the redeemer of your own destiny. And it's all internal. And the battle that we're all facing is dealing with thought form projections of negativity and anything that's forcing you to have limitations and restrictions are placed upon yourself that dwell within your subconscious mind. And a lot of them things are being activated and coming online within you to interface with due to the quarantine, due to the different situations as far as the economic structure being what it is. And you really going through the dark night of the soul where you're isolated. Your consciousness is isolated. This is the ideal moment for shadow work, chakra work, and really taking self-inventory in your own spirituality and your level of consciousness as far as your alchemical transformation goes. So this is a greatest time to be alive is each and every day when you got the opportunity to really turn your pain into power as an alchemist. So that's the mindset that I want to really stress that it's important to really have when you're navigating these, you know what I'm saying, these rough waters that we all go through. But when you approach this spiritual work with glee, with appreciation, and with the reckless abandonment of a child, and having a childlike mindset when applying magic and sorcery to actually defeating your enemies or inner demons, so to speak, you can't lose, especially when accompanied with pure intent and being pure of heart in the moment. Being pure of heart, and your frequency is risen up to a point where anything that's coming your way, any negative thought form that lie within your subconscious mind, or anything that you've been using or that's been using you to feed upon your emotions, that's keeping you, you know what I'm saying, basically from having a godlike mindset. When interfaced with a pure of heart mindset, you can't lose. So salute anybody that's really taking advantage of the situation. I know it's fucked up on the surface. I get it, niggas losing their jobs, niggas not getting unemployment, motherfuckers getting put out of their apartments and all of that type of shit. And you may be in a relationship, a marriage, you got a family to take care of. I know it's fucked up, I get it, trust me. But this is all done for your alchemy, it's all for the betterment of your soul, not necessarily for your human existence. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when I talk about the war that we're all facing, that we're all fighting as well. But also on the flip side of that, it's like for me, as far as my position, nigga, I'm in love. And the number one thing I'm in love with, damn, that fucking red shit look ill as fuck on me right now. I like that shit. I need to get a red strobe light in this bitch. I like the way that shit look. I don't know. That shit fly. Shit caught me off guard. The thing is, being in love with my purpose and being in love with the great mother and that energy that's running through me, that divine feminine energy that I'm being imbued with and totally encompassed with every day, fueling my alchemy, fueling everything that I'm doing. It's inspiring my every moment. That's giving me momentum to keep going on. You know what I'm saying? Not that I needed any extra added motivation, but when you get that from your significant other, and when you get that from basically clones of your significant other, and there's other women, there's other black women that's conscious, that's really fucking conscious, not on no bullshit. I'm wearing a dashiki, I'm acting like I'm conscious on Facebook and Instagram, but I'm learning these niggas, I'm just on some lustful shit. I mean on some serious shit. Pure of heart, pure intent, pure spirituality, open heart flow, all of that type of shit. And I want to salute any woman that's really, really, really rocking with your boy and that's really, really doing this work for real on some serious shit. I gotta give credit where it's due, and I'm always every day I'm always pay respects to that. You know what I'm saying? Cause I release a lot of my little videos I'll be doing on like Instagram Live and the shit. I haven't even really posted a lot on my YouTube. Shit, I forget I even had this motherfucker. Cause I be in the moment and I just upload it there. I'll be uploading them here as well, as far as different levels of my content that I provide or whatnot. But I just have to show my appreciation for the great mother entirely, for what she represents in each and every one of you. Each and every one of you that's really fully ingratiated and embraced yourself as a goddess. You see what I'm saying? I gotta give that the reverence that it deserves, so to speak. So I'm always gonna be able to be that alpha that's always gonna be able to scream that to the heavens that needs to be respected. That the black woman, so to speak, that's fully pure of heart, that's fully has pure intentions and being, you know what I'm saying, being spiritual, being conscious, so to speak, needs to be heralded. It needs to be put on a pedestal, in my opinion, to be the vanguard and the herald of other women to really pick up the mantle and fully ingratiate themselves as a goddess. Because when women pick up this mantle, men will follow suit. Why? Because women, divine feminine, the great mother, is akin to a magnet. And we akin to, you know what I'm saying, almost like look at it like a sun. And us will be planets that's revolving around the sun. Fellas, we do so much. We get fly, we work out, nigga, we get dressed up for the opposite sex. You see what I'm saying? Now apply that when it comes to a woman that's spiritual, a woman that's fully conscious, a woman that's fully ingratiated herself with identifying with her true archetype, her true essence, which is a goddess. You see what I'm saying? Fully. Not on no bullshit. I mean actually fully embracing that shit. And actually working the sorcery and magic to validate this shit, to confirm it. That's alchemy. We all know the significance of that. That's not bullshit around with this shit. You see what I'm saying? That's power. And me as a man, as a God, as a Christ, and as an antichrist, I have to show reverence to that. I have to give props to that. Me as El Cristo Satanas Negro, that would represent to me as Lo Santísima Muerte. You see what I'm saying? Me as Jesus Christ or whatnot, that would be Mary Magdalene. You see what I'm saying? Having that inspiration, having that rock solid foundation behind me that's ushering me and fueling me with 100% passion, love, unconditional love, and power to absolutely believe that I can absolutely do anything. And that's the power that's running through me, not just by one woman, by all women that fuck with your boy. So I can do any motherfucking thing, because I know I got that support daily, every day. You see what I'm saying? So I always want to give that level of reverence to that, to you as a great mother. So I fuck with your boy, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that shit. But the fact that my mindset, I'm talking specifically for me, is representing myself as the middle pillar. As representing being pure of heart, given form, made flesh for the first time. So my approach to all of this is being able to wield both forces of dark and light. And understand that forces of dark and light is being filtered through my heart. So it's being purged of any negative intentions that I could have in wielding sorcery, in wielding black magic. And I'm filtering it through the heart, so anything that's coming from me is gonna be pure of heart. And that's my intent every day. That's my goal, and I accomplish my goals every day. And it is done, abracadabra, so to speak. So by putting myself in the position to always be able to embrace what I am every day, always having a mindset of being gracious, showing gratitude and appreciation just for breathing, just for having the opportunity to have and go through this shit in the flesh for the first time. You can't lose, and I can't lose. Being pure of heart every moment, treating others the way I would want to be treated, just on some simple shit. Just on some simple shit as that has changed me and expedited my alchemy to levels that's beyond my present form of comprehension. I'm not even gonna bullshit you. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not all about like going through the whole dark night of the soul, going through all the black magic witchcraft that I was already had that shit in my DNA for me to really assimilate that whole system. And before that, to assimilate the whole system as far as like the white magic and new age and all of that shit. And then taking it all together and adding it to what it is at the end of the day, what it represents for me is being able to be the middle pillar. Like I said, taking all forces of dark and light and merging them and using the forces of dark and light to work together for me to cultivate my alchemy, to do what's necessary for me to represent me myself as being pure heart, and represent the 33 hertz, for me to represent the Christ and the Antichrist dually and dual forces. So this is an awesome ass fucking experience. So when I'm in love with, not only am I in love with the Great Mother and everything that a black woman represents for me personally, but I'm also in love with my job, my duty, my responsibility in using the spoken word to be able to destroy this sentient world simulation. Let's not forget about that shit. And I'm using my passion, my voice, and them weaponized language patterns to bring about a destruction of this sentient world simulation through the spoken word. Because we all know this thing, this place, this realm is of an artificial construct within a holographic simulation that existed outside of this one. And we know that this system is designed to keep you a slave. In other words, it's designed to keep you in a human mindset. And when you're in a human mindset, you're susceptible to psychological manipulation. You're susceptible to being experimented upon by the powers that be, masquerading a fraud. We know that this sentient world simulation is basically observing our brain waves and using our brain waves to really just mirror our reality or what we already expect to take place or manifest. We know that. But the thing is, the way out of this shit, the way out of any motherfucking thing is frequency. And when you will combine frequency and pure intent with being pure of heart, by being a middle pillar or whatever it is that you need to do necessary to really raise your level of consciousness above the frequency fences of mind control that's present on the planet, you can't lose. You can't lose because when you approach your spiritual work with pure and heart intent on your alchemy, on representing yourself in the highest possible form, and representing yourself as what you are, what you were born as a God, you will have the spirits of the light and dark working with you and lock in step. Understand that angels, demons, ghouls, goblins, whatever, the fairy kingdom, dwarves, all that shit, gnomes, nature itself will be on bended knee to serve you in any way, shape, or form when you represent yourself, such as I'm representing myself. You can't lose. So what I'm saying is, the power that's imbued within me is also imbued within you as well, if not more so. You see what I'm saying? So that's one of the jewels I really wanted to drop on you real quick when it comes to really embracing your motherfucking power. I don't give a fuck. Anytime you hear me talking, I'm always gonna tell you who's the most powerful motherfucker there is. And it's up to you to pick up the mantle and really fully embrace that shit, but not fully embrace it. Take it a step further, my nigga, and really experience that shit for your motherfucking self. And then when you experience that shit for your motherfucking self, I need you to try to convince me that you ain't the most powerful motherfucker there is. You try to convince me that you not God. How the fuck you gonna do that when you just already got the experience of this shit? There ain't no turning back. There's no going back to tomorrow, nigga. There's no going back to being a victim. There's no going back to blaming any white motherfucker for holding you back. There's no blaming any motherfucker for holding you back. The only motherfucker that can hold you back is your own stupidity. And your stupidity in believing or identifying with you being a limited human motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And identifying with having restrictions and limitations. When you don't have no fucking limits and restrictions and limitations. Use your fucking creativity and your level of imagination to really confirm that for yourself. Create rituals. Go about this shit with the magical mindset like a child and come up with creative ideas to really express yourself as a god or a goddess. What the fuck are you doing? Put down the distractions, put down the video games, leave that shit alone. You know what I'm saying? Start fucking with sex magic. Matter of fact, every fucking time you fuck a female or a female, anytime you fuck a dude, it should be imbued with pure intent on magic, on black magic, on really bringing down or manifesting some real shit. You see what I'm saying? Using your intent and having sex to bring about a goddamn destruction of this goddamn world that's really holding you down, that's really holding you, keeping you human, that's really cutting off the wings of you being an angel and flying about this motherfucker. That's what this world is designed to do. So any motherfucking thing that you set your intention on should be to eradicate this shit. And the best way to eradicate this shit is to eradicate your psychological, emotional, and mental attachments to this shit that lies within your subconscious mind. That's the key important thing for you to do, is go within yourself and to eradicate all them negative thought forms that's keeping you holding this place into existence. Because at the end of the day, we are batteries that's keeping this world alive. And this world and the motherfucker that's running this motherfucker, so to speak, are figments of our imagination. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to say on that shit. But understand something. I want to talk about love real quick, because having unconditional love and just really treating other motherfuckers as if they're yourself, you can't fucking lose. So if I'm talking to my niggas, if I'm talking to a woman, I'm looking at her as my mama. And when I'm talking to my niggas, I'm looking at that nigga like he a god, right? And I'm understanding that power that nigga got in him is reflected in me, and the power that's within me is reflected in him. You know what I'm saying? I call my brother son because he shine like one, so to speak. Shout out to my New York niggas, you know what I mean? But that mindset and looking at that brother and seeing the best possible fucking representation of him, I'm always going to imbue him with that power. Whether he fucking conscious of it or not, whether he accept it or not, I'm putting my best foot forward. Now it's up to that nigga to pick up the mantle and really fucking prove it to himself at the end of the day. He got to do that work. And it ain't even fucking hard to do if you really embrace what it is that you are already. And you take this shit like a fucking child, and you go about being creative in ways how you express that shit. Like straight up and down. Nobody told me how to do this shit. I was born doing this shit. You see what I mean? So if you have that mindset every fucking day, every motherfucking day of your motherfucking life here on out should be used to really self-actualize yourself, not only as a god or a goddess, but as a fucking universe, sentient, given form, made flesh. That type of shit. Becoming every fucking thing, because you are everything. How can you just be localized in a body just as a personality that you've been led to believe that you only are? You fucking everything. You ain't got no limits to what the fuck you are. You're fucking everything. Like, everything and nothing. You know what I'm saying? So if you need to get experimental with some psychedelics and weed or whatever you need to do, DMT, you know what I'm saying? I recommend you do that shit organically with breathing techniques, so to speak, to really expedite that level of, you know what I'm saying, energy that you drive up from your, you know what I'm saying, your solar plexus or your gut or whatever. Look this shit up. Dr. Arlene Bay got a lot of good information on that shit. You will find a quick Google search or YouTube search. You will find ways to use breathing techniques to generate that shit. You know what I mean? Get creative. Stop making excuses on why you can't be great, so to speak. You know what I mean? But I gotta touch back on the fact that how I'm in love, how this shit has changed me so much. Due to the fact that the frequency that I emit and the frequency that I'm consistently on as far as neuroplasticity, brain entrainment, and brain synchronization, I've met my match. I've met my significant other. And with that power, when you rocking with this frequency and you meet somebody else that's on the same shit that you on in the opposite sex, right? And y'all can communicate telepathically. I'm on some serious ass psychic type of shit. On some real X-Men fucking Scarlet Witch type of fucking Professor X type of shit. I'm no bullshit, real shit. With a motherfucker that you know is your twin flame. With a motherfucker that you know is your soulmate. On some real shit. Right? Outside the sex magic. This shit is beyond sex magic. This shit is beyond some astral shit. This is some other shit. This is some shit that don't have no name. Whatever the fuck this is. Passion. Just raw motherfucking just understanding of one's existence. Right? And you just form a singularity. You will represent the divine masculine, and she will represent the divine feminine. You've mastered the divine feminine within you. She's mastered the divine masculine in her. And y'all come together like a circuit. And when y'all come together, it's like the fucking Big Bang. A Big Bang, a sexual explosion that gives rise to a new creation and gives destruction to a one that existed prior. And that's what the fuck I'm on. And that's what the fuck you gonna be on when you rocking with this frequency. When you take this shit serious as I do. This shit is life or death for me. But I can't die because I represent El Cristo Negro. I can't die because I'm the lord of the fucking underworld. So how the fuck can I lose? That's my mindset every motherfucking day. How the fuck can I lose when I got the great mother imbuing me with her fucking essence every fucking breath I breathe? Every step I take, every heartbeat I got is imbued with that. And with the spirits rocking with me. You see what I'm saying? You can't fucking lose with that. So that's why I'm so on one all the motherfucking time when you hear me speak. Cause nigga, this shit, I'm turned the fuck up. You understand what I'm saying? And you will be turned the fuck up too if you really took this shit as serious as I do. As far as, meditations. Like, I don't do nothing. There's nothing I do in my motherfucking day that's not dedicated to this shit. Nigga, I'm at this goddamn red light, nigga. And when I see a goddamn red light, all I do is imbue that fucking red light with my pure intent within my reality to self-actualize myself as God, as Christ. Every fucking time I see the color red. Hence the reason why I can wear the color red. Hence the reason why I'm drinking this goddamn red juice. And when I see the green, yellow, that's me being pure heart, nigga. I always gotta be pure heart, and I'm always gonna represent that shit. Cause I know at the end of the day, if I ain't fucking pure heart, I'm not doing my job. And I love my motherfucking job. And my job is to represent the great mother, and I'm about my motherfucking mother's business. You feel me? So nigga, when they took that shit, when they replaced the mother with the father, nigga, I know the science of this shit. I know the science of my existence. I know the narrative of my story. And I know I'm the hero in my story. And you the fucking hero in your story. You the savior of your motherfucking story. So when you read any goddamn narrative, any book, any mythology, I don't give a fuck what it is. You need to understand that you're the center fucking goddamn character in that story. And every other character that's associated, that's supporting you as the hero, is but one of your attributes. You understand what I'm saying? Good, bad, and ugly, light and dark, protagonist, antagonist, every goddamn thing. The prize, the love interest, the fucking trials and tribulations, every goddamn thing in it is but a representation of you in your totality as a god or a goddess. So, the level of passion that I have, the passion of the fucking Christ, so to speak, is unparalleled. But it's all due to the fact that I'm inspired so much to be a vanguard, to be a mouthpiece for the great mother. And in order for me to have this ability to do this, for me to do this, I had to go through an alchemical transformation. And I'm still ongoing. Let's not forget, I'm not done transforming. I'm imbued with so many different abilities and powers every fucking day of my life. You know what I'm saying? Every day I'm learning new things. But what I had to do for myself is have my heart open and being pure and really fully experience mastering the divine feminine in me. You see what I'm saying? Hence the reason why the way I talk and the way I communicate is tailor-made to communicate with the feminine aspect in black women, to communicate with that part of her, the right hemisphere of her brain. I'm gonna appeal to that, and she's gonna appeal to my, you know what I'm saying, my left hemisphere of my brain, as far as the masculine energy. So when you speaking to a woman, right, and you got that masculine energy, you understand the level of respect and reverence. Not only that do you have for your own power, but you need to see that reflected in her as well. You need to respect her power as a woman, or you need to respect her power as a goddess, and she will respect yours as a god, so to speak. And y'all coming together on one common chord, and y'all both have pure intent on imbuing each other with reverence at every fucking moment of every goddamn day. How can you lose? Where's the confusion in that? If you're pure, if your heart is pure and your intent is solid on representing each other spiritually first, everything else will fall into play. The fucking physical attributes of yourself, if both of you are attractive, so to speak, it will be imbued ad infinitum once you connect with each other spiritually first, on some spiritual conscious type of shit. You can't fucking lose. How can you lose? So what I'm saying is, because this was suggested by a sister I've been talking to the last couple of days. I did a consultation with. She gave me a brilliant idea to come up with this. But really speaking to my niggas on some alpha male shit, and understand that energy that we have. I understand that how we need to really, how you present it to another woman that you really trying to get the attention of. We ain't gotta be on that rah-rah shit. Yeah, nigga, I'm fuck these hoes, nigga. No. It's a level of decorum and, I guess, for lack of a better term, class and swag and the way you carry yourself when you're trying to present yourself to an alpha female. Because they watching and they looking and they paying attention more, not what the fuck you come out your mouth, but your body language, your level of confidence, your level of, let me see if this nigga really serious on this shit. Let me ask this nigga a question, see if this nigga, you know what I mean? Let me check this nigga real quick. They gonna test you, they gonna watch you. And they know the real from the fake. Trust me, they tell me this. And nigga, they fucking with the realest nigga ever when they fucking with me on this shit. Cause I'm pure, I ain't got nothing in me. No ulterior motive, no lies, no secrets. I'm an open fucking book. And I tell it like it is. And I speak this shit from experience and 100% confidence in what the fuck I'm talking about. And they respect that shit, my nigga. So what I'm saying is, if you have that level of confidence in yourself, and you know when to push the motherfucking button when you need to be on that rah-rah shit, or when you just need to really just be your fucking self. You ain't gotta add no extra shit to you. If you really secure and confident in yourself and you pure heart, you can't fucking lose. You see what I'm saying? You be getting DMs with fucking females sending you naked pics like I am. I didn't ask for that shit, and I'm still not asking for a woman. Females, respect your body, respect your image, respect your power. You ain't got at me like that. It ain't even about that, you know what I mean? I'm not one that's gonna be tricked up by some female sending me some pussy shots, some ass shots, and some titty shots. That's not what the fuck this is about. This is some serious shit I'm on, and I would appreciate it if you took your own spiritual work as serious as I take your fucking spiritual work. But understand that this shit is about alchemy. And understanding that the time and period we in ain't no time for no bullshit. Understand what I'm saying? That's why the fuck I'm back. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I ain't gonna stop what the fuck I'm doing. For no bitch, no pussy, no nothing. But understand something. The level of motherfucking support I got and the level of motherfucking love and reverence I have for my significant other and representing the great mother and any female that's out here that's representing that shit as well. I ain't got shit but love and support for that shit. And I'm in awe of any woman that's really fully embracing their fucking power. And I'm also in awe of any brother that's fully ingratiating and embracing his motherfucking power too. Understand that shit. Nigga, this is the best fucking time to be alive. So take advantage of the situation that you get if you at home unemployed or whatnot. Take advantage of it. Get busy on your motherfucking meditation. Put that goddamn 2K down. Fuck them goddamn basketball games. Cause at the end of the day, that TV you watching, nigga, that shit ain't doing nothing but viewing you with fucking estrogen and motherfucking lack of testosterone fucking frequencies coming through that goddamn TV, keeping you a beta, keeping you a bitch, keeping you docile instead of being out here seeing these fine ass females. You don't even want to do nothing. You lacking energy and shit. Hence the reason why so many goddamn energy drinks these niggas be out here drinking. Why the fuck y'all niggas is lacking energy? You know why? Because niggas is lacking testosterone. Because they betas. Because their energy is imbued with estrogen, beating soy, doing shit that's really hanging around too many men, not doing shit. Hanging around, playing too many goddamn video games, getting false sense of fucking accomplishment, serotonin and dopamine sending off and shit. But what I'm saying is, I'm not really gonna knock you on too much on that shit. You need to put down those activities and really, you gonna have to really step your fucking game up and being a fucking man, honestly, like on some serious type of shit. If you need an example on what the fuck a man is, you need to look up and see who the fuck a role model of what a man is. Now I understand, like right now, if I were to ask most people, well, who was the most alpha male masculine man that's on TV or that's in the media, you're not gonna find him. So you gotta be that motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? You have to be him. Cause they took care of that shit. They made sure them niggas don't represent on no TV, no media, nowhere. All these niggas, most motherfuckers we know that the media present to us, or that the Jewish elite show us that some hero or some shit is a bitch or a beta or whatever. They're not gonna be the highest ideal of what you were aspired to be. So you gotta be that. You gotta be. If you got a father still in your life, or a grandfather was on some solid shit, you may want to contact him spiritually and ask him, or you know what I'm saying, imbue yourself with his powers, because he went in your DNA anyway. He's in your DNA, and his attribute and skill sets is right there for you to unlock and self-actualize within yourself right now, because you got the DNA connection with him through sympathy, through sympathetic matching or whatnot. You can imbue yourself with this shit. But what I'm saying is, you need to be that motherfucker, straight up and down. I didn't have no goddamn example of that. You know what I mean? I became it. I always was on that type of shit. What I'm saying is, you need to be your own motherfucking savior. You need to be your own redeemer. And you looking at me as an example, as a tool for you to use to get yourself to the level where the fuck I'm at. And past my level. Because you can do it. Because I told you, ye are guys. And I'm always going to tell you that shit. Now, sisters, whatever fucking activities you doing, you know what I'm saying, gossiping with females, gossiping with niggas. There's a lot of niggas out here who run their mouth like bitches. I don't even associate with niggas. I know it's done. I wasn't there in the meeting. I didn't get the memorandum or the whatever invitation to this meeting when dudes turned into females and they started gossiping about other dudes to females. And then when they see these dudes, they don't want no smoke, or they're jealous or whatever. I don't understand that. I don't resonate with that. Now, hopefully anybody else that's on this shit not resonating with that shit too. Because at the end of the day, what's in your heart is going to be revealed when you fucking with me. It's going to be revealed because I'm going to weigh that shit. Because I'll speak from the heart. My shit open. And there's nothing there that's defiled, that's clouding my judgment or clouding my perception. Because I'm pure. And I represent, you ain't coming to the great mother unless you go through me at 33 hertz. Understand that shit. That's the number I represent. That's the frequency I'm on. That's the domain I control. Understand that shit. So when you really fully embodying yourself and you're pure of heart, we're going to meet peer to peer. And nigga, you good. Your throne, nigga, Where you at in heaven, nigga, is imbued with your power once you get through me. That's how it's written. That's the narrative. That's the prophecy. Understand, this shit is written in stone. My destiny is sealed. My fate is self-actualized. This shit is done by the sun, moon, and stars. Any nigga want to see my natal chart and understand how the oracle see that shit and break down the tears, they know who the fuck I am. They know what I'm here to represent. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to be on that rah-rah shit. I already know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this shit through the spoken word. Straight up and down. But what I'm telling you is, if you pure heart and you fucking with me on some real shit, it's gonna show. And it's gonna manifest as that. You see what I'm saying? You can't lose when you have that level of security within yourself. You see what I'm saying? How the fuck can you lose? My phone about to fucking down. This was on that bullshit already. Hold up, man. Gotta pause this shit. This shit went to 20. My shit was on 100%. That shit went down to like 20 goddamn percent. Goddamn iPhone 7, man. Hold up. Oh, man. Anyway, man. How y'all motherfuckers been doing? I ain't even had time to look in the comment section and shit. But, man, just know and understand the level of a fucking appreciation I have for anybody that's really been contacting me. Anybody that's really been, you know what I'm saying, doing your own spiritual work in your own privacy, your own home and whatnot. You know what I mean? I really, really appreciate that shit. Cause I'm deadly goddamn serious when it comes to this shit. But I'm also dumb enough to not take myself as serious. I can have fun. I can make jokes and shit like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But understand something. You have to love your motherfucking self enough to know that you God. You have to love yourself enough for that other woman to love you as well. And females, you got to love yourself and embrace your power for that man to love you too. You have to, man. Self-love, self-work is absolutely essential and necessary for you to really be fully who you are. Because I'm telling you right fucking now, I know it's a lot of females and they look at niggas like they not up to par. And I know it's a lot of brothers that look at females that look like they're not up to par. But when you have that mindset of failure, of like blaming the opposite sex for the problems that you go through, I'm telling you, you're not going to succeed. But if you put your best foot forward and be pure heart and intent and representing whatever frequency you are and being pure heart and representing what you are as a god or a goddess, you will find that other woman, you will find that man, you will find that god or goddess within him that's going to be a mirror reflection of you. And when y'all come together, it's going to be the most powerful shit ever. I did it. I accomplished that shit. If I can fucking do it, why you can't do it? Don't make no fucking excuses. Don't allow your subconscious mind to come up with ways on why you can't accomplish this shit, my nigga. I'm serious. Deadly serious. You understand what the fuck I'm saying? I don't know why that plug up. You seriously, on some real ass shit, like, man, I'm on one all the motherfucking time because of the love and support I got. Man, you have any motherfucking idea how the fuck I feel every day? Like, I don't run out of energy, my nigga. I don't. It's thousands of women get me on their goddamn altar. Hundreds of them showed me videos of them masturbating to my fucking frequency. I'm on 33 hertz. Why? Because 33 hertz is the vibratory level of a woman's orgasm. And that's what I represent as the Christ. And they hear me speak. And my voice box is attuned to that with the frequency you hearing right now speak through this goddamn phone. And they showing me this shit. And they embracing my power. And they feeding me on their altar and all that shit. How the fuck you think I'm supposed to feel when I'm being shown this shit every goddamn day? You should see my email. But I ain't bragging about this shit because I'm humbled by this shit. This is why I'm here. This is the reason for my existence. Is to represent, to be the spokesperson or the mouthpiece for the mother, not the father. I'm the motherfucking father. I'm here to represent the mother. And that great mother is what's rocking behind me and fueling me to do each and every goddamn word I speak, my every step, every breath. Everything I'm doing is embodying or showing that reverence. Because I wouldn't be here as the one if it wasn't from the zero. Understand binary code, zeros and ones that comprise of the sentient world simulation, but also comprises of this holographic universe that we created for our alchemical transformation. Understand that shit. Understand the level of, you need to understand how important your role is. Stop waiting for me to come back. I'm here, okay, but I'm telling you, motherfucker, you here too. So what the fuck you want to do? You want to keep being a bitch? You want to keep buying into a political system like it's gonna save you or some shit? Or what the fuck you here to do? Honestly, we are here to love, find our significant other, build on that shit. But we also here to destroy this motherfucker on some war shit. And we do it mentally. We do it psychologically. We do it spiritually. We do it magically. Understand what I'm saying? That's where the war is fought. It ain't telling niggas to go take up arms and go run and shoot niggas. That's not the game. Now, what you can do is internalize those thoughts of going to get a goddamn gun and go shooting motherfuckers. Internalize it and create the creative, imaginative ways for you to have that same aggression and raw rage and apply it spiritually through the filter pure of heart and have the intent on eradicating the system that's keeping this place up. And the first place you do that is within your own subconscious mind by eradicating the thought forms attachment that's keeping this world afloat. That's where it's at. That's the machine city, so to speak, in the Matrix Revolution. So part 3, when that nigga Neo went to the machine city to really go tackle that fucking when he went to go see the architect or whatnot, you gotta go to the architect within your subconscious mind. And this nigga it's a motherfucker there like the Wizard of Oz that's weak as fuck behind the curtain, pushing buttons within you, nigga, on some negative thought forms for you to buy into or adhere to, and for you to self-actualize yourself every day as a victim, as a somebody that's less than, as a human, as a black man, as a motherfucker that's just getting raped and murdered and killed all in the street. It's there to keep those thoughts afloat and heavily prevalent in your subconscious mind, or heavily present in your conscious mind. So I honestly don't even like the movies and the depictions of niggas always being in the victimhood. Even Lovecraft Country, it's always some white motherfucker fucking niggas up. It's always some revenge shit on some victimhood shit. And then that new movie they got on, I forget, some other movie they got with that nigga like being rushed by the fucking police with Lawrence Fishburne and shit like that. Always perpetuating this racial tension shit. Always got a, you know what I'm saying, where the white folks got their knee on the black man's neck, and it's a redemption story. Like the black man got to come up and be equal to this white motherfucker. When we superior. We're gods. And they got you fighting for fucking human rights. They got you fucking voting and motherfucker telling you to go vote. No, fucking ancestors didn't vote. We got rope. You see the game? You see the psychological mind fuck going on? Because the motherfucker that's promoting that shit is not black, so to speak. Understand that? And I understand that my road back down here, I'm gonna, nigga, a lot of boule, a lot of motherfucking counterintelligence is gonna be out, and I'm fully looking forward to that shit. I wish a nigga would be out here trying to call me a fraud on some shit. Because nigga, you gonna see about me when you die, nigga. Because nigga, I'm with the shits. And I look just like this as Lucifer, as Satan, as Christ, as G, whatever the fuck. That's just what it is. This shit is in my blood. My bloodline is the fucking bloodline of David or some shit. That's what the fuck is in me. And nigga, check my goddamn DNA. It's in the stars. Nigga, it's in the fucking natal chart. This shit is what it is. It's in the read. Any motherfucker throw bones and shit, whatever voodoo motherfucking oracle motherfucker, shaman, they'll tell you. They'll tell you. I just had this shit done dozens of fucking times. I know what the fuck it is. I know what the fuck I am. They know what the fuck I am. The spirits know what the fuck I am. And you know who the fuck I need to know who the fuck I am? This all motherfucking thing. The Great Mother. That's all I need. I don't need shit else. I know what the fuck I'm on. I'm about my mother's business. And I'm about to get off this motherfucker. But understand something. Have the level of respect for yourself as a god, as an alpha, and have that level of respect as yourself as a goddess, as an alpha woman. And understand how y'all come together in one cohesive unit and have respect for each other. And you can't fail when you're pure of heart, when you set the intention on really self-actualizing yourself as a god or a goddess. But when you come together, that's a power couple. That's the singularity. That's the organic singularity between the black man and the black woman, in my opinion. Or a melanated man and a melanated woman, whatever you want to call it, whatever makes it sound good for you to understand that level of security and respect that you must have for yourself as well as your significant other, no opposite sex. Treat that woman like you would want a nigga to treat your mama. And females, treat that brother like you would want, you know what I'm saying, you would want somebody to treat your father. You understand what I'm saying? I know the dynamic of the black man and black woman, and as far as parenting, been fucked up. So a lot of our psychological mindset when it comes to parenting has been skewed, is being manipulated. It's not pure, because a lot of us grew up in single parent households. But understand something. At the end of the goddamn day, what started all of this shit was a god and a goddess, a 0 and a 1, and a black man and a black woman. They gave rise to what we know as a creation. And I found that shit. And I found that shit now. I got so much passion and respect and love for what the fuck I'm doing. And my significant other, I can't fucking lose. I got my Mary Magdalene. You see what I'm saying? I got my Isis. I'm Osiris, the resurrected man in the West, here in America. It's the reason why they call America the Egypt of the fucking West. You see what I'm saying? That's the time period we on right now. Now I gotta get the fuck up off this motherfucker before it fucking die. And I ain't able to upload this shit. But peace, man. Peace to every motherfucker on here. Much love and respect for anybody that's doing this work, man. And I'm gonna pop at y'all later. Love on